Yeah, I think it's Wednesday today, maybe. No, Thursday. Well, I don't even know. Wednesday or Thursday. But I'm heading down into this place. We're gonna see if I can't find something down here. Hopefully I can. Later. Alright, I'm back. First find of the day. Little different kind of a horseshoe. This is a modern one for playing horseshoes, like on a horseshoe game. But I'll probably take it. It's in pretty good shape. Later. Yeah, this is a shame. There was a real big old crock in here, and I'd say it came out of the bank hole because this is all fresh. Look at that. There's another piece of it over here. It was probably just came out whole, and it probably was here and froze. These banner stones I find, I think they get down on the water's edge in the cold season. Water gets in them and they freeze and it pops them apart. That's why most of them are broke that I found, and I think this probably is broken because of ice in the winter. That stinks. I'd like to find that hole. That's a huge crock. Later. Alright, I'm back. You can see down here, it's just, this is why I'm so tired. I walk through this muck all the time. Sometimes it comes clear up to here and you got to pull your feet out, and I walk miles in this shit every day. But I was looking at this, there's slice high water. There's not a lot of stuff here. You can see once it gets down into this, you're pretty much cached here for looking. You're not going to be able to even sift out there. But up here at the base of this bank, you can see these fire pits that have fallen down, kind of congregated here at the base of the bank. And I don't find much here, but I find a little. I was thinking this looked good, and then I walked over here and there's a core or something right here hung up right in this stuff. So this is ancient Indian campfire rock coming out of the bank. This could be an end scraper, and it is. I was hoping it was, and this is worth the trip up here. This is a dandy. Just lay, oh yeah, classic. Real nice lip on it. It's worth the trip for me. You get enough of these. Hell, this one has a little round marine fossil in it there. You can see it looks like a shell. See right where they spalled it off there, and that's a nice little end scraper. Real nice. I like these. You get enough of them in a frame, they look great. And I have hundreds. Later. Yeah, here's a nutting stone that's got tumbled clear out in this muck. You can see, at least I'm not sinking real bad here, but there's one right there. Probably get it on the way back, put it in the flower bed. Later. Alright, I'm back. I can't believe I haven't found more of these this year. I have cupboards full of these in my basement. But look back in here. Here's an antler off of a deer. And like a little 3-point, I guess you count that one, little one. But that's nice. I can make a nice knife handle out of that. That's what I do with the good ones, and this is a good one. It's not all chewed up. It's worth the trip. Pretty cool. Later. Alright, I found another beaver home. Right in here you can see where they scooted out. Let's follow them up. See the little trails going up through here. This is mucky. You can't even, this sucks walking through this stuff. But there's my tracks where I walk through, but I walk by here, same as the other one. All this stuff pulled in. They're right back in here. There's more beaver in this spot. Boy, the beaver populations on the river really exploded in the last. See, look, here's evidence right here where they're getting to that stuff right under the bark to eat it. They're right up in there someplace, up in this tree root ball. That's where they live on the river. Well, I'm gonna get back to the artifact hunting. Get back on my next find. I'm going several places today. I'm on a roll, and the weather's nice. It's gonna start getting cold next week, so I'm living it up out here. Later. Alright, I'm not 100% on this, and I could be, I guess, if I see these tracks all the time. If it's at your fingertips these days, I could get on my phone and look up tracks, but I'd say 98% this is beaver. It's going right over to the house I just showed, which is right over there. But right here, I'd say these are beaver prints. Are going right over there towards it. Right in through here. Well, anyway, later. Well, I tell you what, this makes me wonder. This is like a glitch in the Matrix. What are the odds of this? I found one of these, like, I don't know, a few months ago, and it's the exact same vintage three-toed ground sloth, and I actually have the other one in my car, so I'll do a clip just because this is unbelievable. Look, another three-toed ground sloth. This must have come out of like a Marx toy dump. These, because if I keep finding all these, I'm gonna have to go try to find where they dumped them over the bank. Because I'd like to have a bunch of these. There's a mammoth in this set, and oh man. Well, I'll show you the other one here at the end. The other one has some staining on it, and I found it like a mile from here, but on the same side of the river. So I would say it came from the opposite side of the river and it hit this bend. I'll have to try to find the dump. Well, anyway, that's cool. Later. Alright, just so you know, I'm not full of crap. This is one of the weirdest things that's ever happened to me. And I know what these are because when I was little, I had a play set. It had a plastic, like, front face with a little cave in it, and it had little, I think the caveman figures were yellow. Had little cavemen with spears and stuff, and all kinds of Ice Age animals. It was mammoths, and it might not be made by Marx, but I had it when I was like 7 or 8 years old. And I not only found this one today, a while back in my video, found this one. And I would guess it's within 10 miles, but right around that in distance. I thought about it. On the same side of the high side of the river, both of them. They could be Marx. They could be washing out of another dump, because I found a lot of this stuff, and I know where one dump's at, and I've dug the big Marx Indians here recently. I don't really film all this stuff, but these are cool. Out looking for Ice Age artifacts, and I found 2 3-toed ground sloths, or 4-toed, whatever. They have 4 toes on them. Within the last few months. This is just like a glitch in the Matrix. This is just, what are the odds? It's like winning the lottery. Well, anyway, later. Yeah, just sifted this out. I'm not finding too much. Finding a little flint, but I'm getting ready to go. I probably won't find nothing else today. I found that antler and that end scraper, but here's a piece of that blue stone stuff, like these banner stones and that hammer stone is made out of, off this site. It was a cobble, and you can see this one's cracked open too. I'm gonna take it because you can see they did work on that. You can see right where they hit it. Well, anyway, later. I think it's Friday morning, as you can see, pretty foggy, but I haven't been doing too good. Found a flint core, found another piece of that spalled open bluestone rock that they're carrying in here, like all these little tools are made out of. But had a good stretch here, but went all day yesterday. I found some stuff. I found a nice end scraper and stuff, but man, it's usually spurts like that. Now I'm struggling. But hopefully I can get something here today, get a video on. Later. Alright, I'm on like the 3rd spot today. Haven't been finding a damn thing. But walked all the way down in here from my car and walked up on something nice. So I got a video finally. I got a good item down here. I'll show it to you, and then I'm going to do some sifting around. Hopefully I can turn the day around. This is how it happens. Just, man. Well, wait till you see this. Later. Alright, I'm back to where I left my stuff. Got all the way down in here and realized I didn't have my GoPro, so. But I'm looking all this stuff up high, and there's stuff coming out here. But look, feast your eyes on this, folks. Look at this big nutting thing. Just about as good as it looks like it gets. Oh, man. It's nice. Didn't have holes on both sides, but it's a good one. Taking this one. All right, this is nice. Look at this. Just a frigate, should be in a museum. Look at them deep holes. Anyway, later.